Hey, speaking of Christmas, nobody likes a porch pirate.
Well, yeah.
Of course. Well, check out what Sacramento is doing. They have been very successful in catching porch pirates this season by using bait packages. They are putting tracking devices inside decoy Amazon packages filled with valuable items, and then they're like trapping these guys. Then they can when the package gets stolen, they track the porch pirate and bust them.
Let me run this idea by you. Let's bring back the public stocks. The stocks in the public square where people have to put their head and their hands through the stocks.
You're talking.
And then you just sit up there, not for a long time. I don't want it to be a torture, but I do want you to be very embarrassed. So we're going to put you in stocks for an afternoon. Well, if it's cold out, we'll make sure you've got the proper clothing on. But you're going to be there in the public square for an afternoon, and we're all going to look at you and know that you stole packages, Christmas packages off people's porches.
And we could do it Knight's Tale style, where we walk up to the people that are hung there and walk by them and go, "You have been weighed, measured, and found wanting," and walk away.
You can't touch them. Like, there's no touching them, but you can
can't
say
throw
things.
eggs and tomatoes at them. Nothing like that.
You can't hurt them. No, but it would make an impact, don't you think? Yes.
Shame.
The shame of it.
By the way, I got you guys Christmas presents, but it was stolen by a porch pirate, so I just want to preface it with that.
Hey, that is a really good excuse.
You like that?
Yeah.
Looks like
I just thought of it right now.
all the people that they've been catching, most of them are repeat offenders.
Well, yeah.
So,
you know what makes me fun? There is one thing where I do think the consumer needs to take responsibility. If you live in an apartment complex that, you know what I mean, is a massive apartment complex and nobody can get into the entranceway, and not to mention the driver isn't going to have the time to go through 5 floors in an apartment complex to find don't have your package delivered to an apartment and then complain when it gets stolen. You know what I mean? They have those lock boxes at various places. Have your stuff sent there.
I feel like I should be able to complain if somebody steals something I have sent to where I live. At an apartment complex, I get to complain about that.
You gotta know, though. But you got to know where you live.
Well, why should I know that? Why should that be the normal? That I should be like, it's going to get stolen.
I'm not saying it should be the normal, but you got to take some precaution with your own stuff. Would you park your car? Would you go to? Would you go to Sonic Temple and just leave your car unlocked the whole day?
I do go to Sonic Temple and leave my car unlocked.
You leave it unlocked?
I never lock my doors.
Okay, all right.
Ever.
Would you park?
What's in my car that anybody wants?
Let me rephrase.
Nothing.
Would you go to Sonic Temple, park in Gen Pop, and leave your car unlocked all day?
Yes. That's what I did do this past Sonic Temple.
Do you normally leave your car unlocked?
Every day and
everywhere
every
you
night.
go? Because you just
Everywhere
don't. You make sure there's nothing in it.
There's nothing in there.
Okay, I get that.
I'd rather have you not break my window to get in. I'd rather just have you open the door.
Okay,
There's something to be said for that, though. No, that's actually a good idea. Just make sure you have nothing in your car, and then leave it unlocked. When they open it up, oh, this sucks. There's nothing here.
But back to me expecting that my stuff should not get stolen. If I live in an apartment, then I have to go get a lockbox somewhere? No. We need to fix the problem.
You're not getting a lockbox. You're just having it delivered to the secure locker so you can pick it up at your own leisure.
So I got to take time out of after a long day of work, I want to come home to my apartment and just kick back, but instead I got to drive to wherever my lockbox is to go pick up my packages. It shouldn't have to be that way. And I know you're not saying it should be that way. I know you know there's a problem.
There is a problem.
But I'm just saying, I don't like that. I don't like that we have to figure it out.
No,
How about you quit stealing from me?
Right.
Well, yeah, but here, I agree with you. I don't think we should need a doorbell cam, but we have doorbell cams for that reason.
You're right about that.
So I think as a consumer, we live in a world where there are a bunch of scum-sucking people out there that will steal the shirt off your back if you're not looking. You have to take a level of precaution and know where you live. And
that's what I want the stocks for. That's why I want public square stocks. I feel like that's taking the level of precaution that I want to take.
And again, I don't think it's necessarily, I'm not saying it's fair, but if, let's say you live in a bad area and you know you live in a bad area, but that's all you can afford, you as a person have to take a level of precaution to when you're in that area, to keep your stuff and your belongings safe, which means, hey, I'm not going to leave my doors unlocked the whole time. You know, You just have to. It's not fair. It's not right. But, you know, hey, I live in an apartment complex in the middle of the highest crime area in Columbus, and my Amazon packages got stolen because I had them delivered, and now I'm pissed off. Okay, well, what'd you do to prevent that on your own? Especially considering you couldn't afford to move someplace else. So what did you do to make the best of your situation? I don't know. Have it delivered to the Amazon locker at UDF that you can pick up on your way home.
It's the principle, isn't it, Kelly?
It is, and I agree with you. I really, truly do. It is the principle. It shouldn't be that way, but it is.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Doug said his dad always told him the same thing. Don't put valuables in your car and leave them unlocked. That way you don't get broken radio.
I think everybody
windows.
knows that, right?
I never thought
knows
about
not to
it.
leave valuables in your car.
Well,
you don't leave
yes.
your laptop in there.
No.
You don't leave anything in there that's of value to you.
No.
Pretty much everyone knows that.
I had friends in high school that would steal car stereos, and then when someone stole it back from them, they'd get pissed. And I'd be like, dude, that's karma. You can't get mad. You're mad because someone stole a car stereo from you that you stole from someone else.
Don Moore says, drill him, Kelly. And Brandon said, we need to cut thieves' hands off. Yeah, that would definitely probably stop.
I feel like now you've taken it too far, Brandon. I'm not looking to cut people's limbs off. What I want to do is make a public mockery of them for an afternoon. Do you think that would do anything?
It might. It might.
I don't know.
I mean, that kind of shaming, man. Maybe they'll think twice. I don't know. I guess it depends on how bad off they have it, because that's what I talk about. When people go from living to surviving, they do whatever.
Anything.
They'll
Absolutely.
do anything.
And happy belated birthday, JD Marie.
I know, JD.
And Goose, truthfully, Kelly works longer than the rest of us do all day. So.
All right.
Oh, he's saying we don't work very long,
No,
so we
he
deserve
said-
to have our packages stolen
No, he
from
just
our
said after a
apartments.
long day of work from 6 to 9. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
why don't you screw off, Goose?
You have no idea, Goose. You have no idea. By the way, Jeff from South Bloomington was the first one to text in the correct answer. He's got $25 to water beds and stuff and beds and stuff superstores coming up next.